The Socio-Economic Rights and Accountability Project has urged President Muhammadu Buhari to instruct the Minister of Information and Culture, Mr. Lai Mohammed, to withdraw the threat to sanction the BBC and Daily Trust over their documentaries on terrorism in the country. The minister had last week Thursday stated that the federal government would sanction the BBC and Trust TV for airing documentaries that allegedly glorify, promote and fuel terrorism and banditry in Nigeria. In a letter dated July 30, 2022 and signed by Serap, Deputy Director Kolawole Oluwadare, the organization said the media has the duty to impart information and ideas on issues of public importance if carried, but the threat to sanction the BBC and Daily Trust would inhibit the media from reporting on issues of public interest.
And away from security to politics, apparently still angered by the lack of meaning initiative at reconciliation from the presidential candidate of the People's Democratic Party, Atiku Abubakar. The governor of Rivers State, Nyesom Wike, on Sunday met with governors backing him to consider the way forward as the 2023 presidential elections inch closer. The closed-door meeting, which held in Rivers State, launched at Sokoro, Abuja, was attended by state governors known to be his major backers, including Sam Wotan Benue, Sheyi Makinde Oyo, Ifeanyi Agwanyi Enugu, and Okezie Ikpeazu Abia. Also in the meeting were former state governors, including Donald Cross River, Grebe Suswan Benue, Olusegun Mimiko Ondo, Sheriaki Dixon Bayelsa, Ibrahim Idris Kogi, and Jonah Jang Plateau. There were also various coordinators of his presidential campaign led by former Information Minister Sherry Ghana. Even though the agenda of the meeting was not publicly reviewed, the headlines gathered that it was a fallout of the vast presidential selection process in which Atiku snubbed Wike despite being recommended by the committee set up for the purpose.
And we would like to remind the listeners that the topic for contributions today is insecurity. Terrorists are now in Osun Ogun forest, says Gani Adam. And he says again that Nigeria is sleepwalking into avoidable decline. And we would like to know your contributions by calling 081 8777 5777.
In the meantime, Governor of Sokoto State, Aminu Tamba, on Sunday visited former President Olusegun Obasanjo in Abeokuta, the state capital. Yeah. Hello, good morning. Hello?
Good morning, Ishala.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning, sir.
Happy new month to both of you.
Same here, sir.
Dr. Pipelu contributing from the Dire States. Yeah, what we are fearing and what we dreaded most, the invitation of these killers, they are now on our doorstep. It's a big problem. And everybody has to, be conscious of this. In fact, when the attack on our cable, I know it will happen. And that is a sign to say that we should all buckle up. And everybody should sit tight and see what to do next. With this information, the thing teaching time says 9. And to be forewarned is to be forehand. All these informations, they are very, very, genuine. And we should work as seriously. What or what do they serve? Buckle up. It's not just the uniforms all about. They should get into the bush and fish these killers. Well, I pray that nothing bad will happen in Osun State and the Southwest in general. God bless this country. Good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning, ma'am.
Morning,
Good
sir.
morning, sir.
Alaji Mufuka Wadeleke from Ukibale. You see, government has lost battle against insecurity. Their efforts are not enough at all. And Nigerians are fed up with this issue of insecurity. So
So in my own view, and Nigerians have said this separately, we should practice state community position. Good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Morning, sir.
We have heard from our Ronaka, and the best thing for us to do in Bangladesh is to find our home right away. First of all, I will call on the state government. It is not clear that these terrorists have already made the minor. First of all, the state government must suspend all mining work that is going at the local government. To India. That is number one. Secondly, our OPC must try to use our father's method to know where they are and to make them powerless. That is number two. Number three, all those Yoruba they will call all the traditional rulers to look at everything. They are not of one or so. They are already starting to Kenya. So that is the traditional ruler to take a meeting. So they can find solution to this thing, and all our hunters, they call them, all of them are just, they must work out. There is no need for us to rely on federal government security service. They are not going to help us on this matter. That's the only thing that happens. Good morning.
Good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Morning,
Morning, sir.
Good morning, sir.
I need my what is the ending about anything in this land that our leader this is very, very good. Therefore, any statement made by our leader, especially our leader, but in our land is welcome idea. I want to ask to not be aura to stand for action and to ensure that we are here. God will secure us to not be people.
And let me just
Yes,
go
still
through
on
this
politics.
one. Governor of Sokoto State, Aminu Tambo, on Sunday visited former President Olusegun Obasanjo in Abeokuta, the Ogun State capital. The statement issued by Obasanjo's media aide, Kende Akinyemi, said the meeting towards on national issues. He stated that Tambo arrived the penthouse of the Olusegun Obasanjo Presidential Library at about 1:30 p.m. with some aides and went straight into the meeting. According to the meeting ended at 2:40 p.m. The statement, however, did not give details of the national issues discussed. Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Morning, sir.
My name is Saraji Oladipo from Merabiki. The issue of insecurity, we now discover that the federal government has nothing to do with it today. Therefore, all the states, especially as mentioned by the Ghanaians, Oshun, Ogun, Ondo, they should now come together again. Because the federal government, our president always paid lip service to insecurity. Because it's not information is I shall, I will ensure. Where would that come up? I am now calling on the governors of the Southwest to come together. One, they should equip the police. Another thing is to make sure that vigilantes are recruited. Then, all the forests should be coached. The traditional rulers have a very most of these people, they don't stay in the forest alone. They stay in the town. And to this end, they should make sure that all the landlords, their chiefs and everybody like that, they should, come up with the list of any stranger that they suspect is involved in this type of insecurity and make sure that they are dealt with decisively. Good morning.
Thank you. Over to you.
The All Progressives Congress National Working Committee appears divided on how to approach the open indictment of the Muslim tickets by some of its chieftains. Former Secretary to Government of the Federation, Babacho Lawal, ex-Speaker of the House of Representatives, Yakubu Dogara, and the former Minister of Sports, Solomon Dalun, at a gathering in Abuja last Friday under the auspices of APC Northern Christian Leaders Summit, had vowed to work against the single faith ticket of the APC, which has Senators Bola Tinubu and Kashim Shettima as presidential candidates and running mates respectively.
Away from politics to
Human Hunger Stories.
Four informants suspected to be leaking information to terrorists about troops, locations, and movements around Abuja have been arrested. The criminals are already in the custody of a security agency. An intelligence operative told Headlines that the suspects were arrested with sophisticated equipment including walkie-talkies, revolver, knives, hamlets, and old Chinese-made phones that do not use data. The source, who was part of the raid that led to the arrest of the informants, said discreet investigations are ongoing to confirm that leaders and financiers, activities of the terrorists' collaborators were responsible for the recent attacks around the vicinity of the Federal Capital Territory. The suspects are currently being interrogated to determine if they are working for terrorist groups or armed bandits or other elements with ulterior motives.
Still on crime-related stories, a herbalist, Samson, surname with Ed, has been arrested by the police in Ogun State over alleged defilement of his client at Oja Odon area of the state. The suspect was reported to have had carnal knowledge of the girl who approached him for consultation. This was contained in a statement issued by the State Police Public Relations Officer, Abimbola Oyeyemi, who said the victim lodged complaints at the Oja Odon Divisional Police Headquarters that the herbalist was approached to identify the person who stole a certain amount of money at a place of work.
The Inspector General of Police, Usman Baba, has ordered the arrest and prosecution of persons or groups engaging in unauthorized sales of police uniforms and attronement. According to Headlines, the police populations officer, CSP Olumiwa Adejobi, stated this in a statement on Sunday in Abuja. Said the IGP had directed all commands in formations, the IGP monitoring units, provost marshals, and escort to ensure the arrest and immediate prosecution of offenders within their jurisdiction in accordance with the law.
About 2.7 million tablets of tramadol, 225 milligrams, weighing 1,650 kilograms, worth 1.3 million naira, have been intercepted at the Apapa port in Lagos by operatives of the National Drug Law Enforcement Agency. The NDLEA statement on Sunday said the consignment, packed in 55 cartons of tapentadol and carbidopa types of tramadol, was seized during examination of a container number SUDU on Saturday, following credible intelligence. Similar efforts by anti-narcotic officers at the Lagos airport thwarted bids by drug traffickers to export various psychoactive substances to London and Dubai through the airport in the past week, with 5 suspects arrested in connection to the attempt.
A kidnapped final year student of the Ladoke Akintola University LAUTECH Ogbomoso, Okwadele Rachel Abiola, is here to regain freedom 48 hours after she was reached away. Okwadele was abducted on Saturday at Aba community in Surulere local government area of Oyo State. Expressing fear over her state of health, the student union government of the university on Sunday called for the intervention of the government and relevant security agencies. The union, in a statement signed by its president Anoluwa Adeboye, declared insecurity nationwide, especially the kidnap of innocent students.
Moving on to sports, Nigeria's Folashade Rafiat Lawal on Sunday won the second gold medal for Team Nigeria and also set a new Commonwealth Game record in the women's weightlifting 59 kilogram category at the ongoing Birmingham 2022. The Oyo State-born athlete created new Commonwealth Games record with 206 kilogram lift in the women's 59 kilogram class at the neck all won Birmingham. Lawal clinched gold with a total lift of 206 kilogram, 110 kilogram in snatch, and 116 kilogram in clean and jerk to win the gold, and also set a new games record. Lawal had lifted 90 kilogram in her first attempt to set a new games record. England's Jessica Brown, with a lift of 197 kilogram, got the silver, while Canadian Tali Dassigne, with a combined lift of 196 kilograms, settled for the bronze.
International School, Cali. Oh yes, at D'Amico College of Health and Science and D'Amico Montessori International School, located at number 1 Old Ibadan Road, Ajebandele, Ile-Ife. We have a standard classrooms with unmatched staff and pupil ratio. We develop each student's intelligence through caring and all-round focused training, while making the learning style very inviting and innovative for holistic development. We run a global school with all-inclusive curriculum that prepare the students for global relevance. At D'Amico Schools, we have highly passionate and motivated 21st century educators, and there is also an opportunity of learning foreign languages, home away from home body system. There is also Hope Model College and D'Amico Montessori Nursery and Primary Schools at Origo, Ife North. Enroll your child for both primary and secondary education. The admission form can be obtained at D'Amico Montessori International School, number 1 Old Ibadan Road, Ajebandele, Ile-Ife, or D'Amico Educational Institute, kilometer 2, Eda Road, Ile-Ife. You can visit our website www.d'amicoschools.ng.com or call 0803 721 8120. D'Amico Schools. Admission is in progress.
Still on sports, contrary to recent reports stating that the Sultan of Sokoto, Muhammadu Sahad Abubakar, has endorsed one of the aspirants of the forthcoming elections of the Nigerian Football Federation, investigations have revealed it was all false. According to the report, the Sultan of Sokoto gave his support for one of the candidates running for elections to become the next president of the NFF during a visit last week. The said candidate also boasted of having the endorsement of 3 northern state governors in a bid to win the NFF elections, which is yet to have a fixed date or template for the transition. His broadcaster and the Konguno Sokoto, Dr. Danladi Bako, also responded on the issue of the weekend by corroborating the findings by the reporter.
The hope of Team Nigeria to win a medal in boxing at the ongoing 22nd Commonwealth Games received a boost on Sunday as Adeyinka Benson qualified for the quarterfinals of the event.
And with our sports story, we have come to the end of today's edition of Headlines. Join our colleagues tomorrow for another scintillating package. My name is Olushola Egbodo for Inform.
Olubumi Ajiboye Agbola.
And the producer for the program is Motunrayo Ayigbayo. The production advisor is
Abimbola Babatunde.
We say
good morning.